parallel, a few people leveled up. Where's the missus? I have to be right on bloody top of her. Alright, yeah, I'm concentrating on things.
I just hope the children are safe.
Cause my head's considered through the second floor, really?
Perhaps we should look into some protection. But my word, the cost!
Or was that one?
I still can't.
Alright, what do we get here? When dealing melee damage to a foe, you gain 2 charges of Sonic Sword Might. Neat. You gain +2 but normal than 24 to Wisdom and advantage on saving throws. Neat. A weapon. When you miss with a weapon attack, you gain Fury of Failure until your next attack and immediately deal 1 to 4 force damage to the target. Weapon. Or when dealing damage with a spell or cantrip of fire damage to a foe, you summon a fireball and take 2 to 40 fire damage unless you have the sculpt spell. Can only trigger once per turn. When casting a spell cantrip to fire damage while spending a sorcery point on it, you also deal. What in the world is that? To a foe, you summon a fireball. You just summon a fireball.
Perhaps we should look into
Is that on you or on someone else?
My word, the cost!
To think if someone hadn't intervened. Horrid.
When attacking with this weapon has a 20% chance to restore an action point. This can trigger no more than once per turn. Can be equipped offhand. Accelerate luck while under the effect of haste or similar. The chance to restore an action point is doubled.
I still can't believe what
It's a very rare
that
melee
horrid
weapon,
man
light
wanted to do.
finesse. So we could equip that to a starting. Granted, he wouldn't have the sneak attack bonus with it, but he'll get more attacks. I kind of like the sound of them, so I'm gonna grab them.
Laura's not going anywhere, is she?
Alright, who's next? Who was next on the list? I can't remember.
Best stick to donations from now on. Hmm?
No, not
Much
invasion
less
plan.
dangerous.
We should have lower city pass. Request for aims. What's the candidate?
I'll write to the council. This cannot happen
Well,
again.
either way, time to level up. Level 15, here we go. We get a passive and a bonus and a Sonic Mastery charge. Useful. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? I don't know what I want here. Maybe gravity? What does that give us? Channel gravitational energy into a creature, possibly knocking it prone. You can spend additional side points to increase this knock a creature prone. Modifying their movement speed, jump distance and fall damage taken. Not that great. Exert a powerful gravitational force in the area. Creatures within that of movement speed halved. Gravitational beacon, enemies within 15 feet take 3 to 12 damage per turn, are pulled inwards and their movement speed is halved. That's not bad. Compress and distort space around the area, slowing creatures within. Ooh, singularity isn't bad for a grouper. What does Mastery of Ice do? A chunk of ice, condense and freeze the air, causing an ice surface. Sheathe yourself in ice resilience. Create an area filled with deathly cold, saturated moisture, reducing their movement speed of a creature within to 0. Each turn, creatures affected by the strength saving throw to attempt to freeze themselves. Okay, and raise a wall of ice. No. Mastery of time. What do you do? Advantage on perception checks. Target yourself or an ally, become hastened, gain an action and become faster, and gain +2 to armor class. You become lethargic for 1 turn afterward. That's not good. Nudge fate in a creature's favour, giving them advantage on saving throws. Half damage, so basically give him evasion. For how long? For 1 turn. Great, so you've got to know a fireball's coming. When an enemy attacks a nearby ally, force them to reroll their attack. Banish a creature. When a creature from ward a creature from harm, restoring damage taken. When the spell ends, they will gain hit points for the damage stored. The spell will automatically end if the creature reaches 0 hit points. Affected creatures can choose to prematurely end this spell on their turn. That's not bad. Create a zone in which their time moves faster, creatures than they're hastened. Lash out with tendrils of lightning, has advantage on creature wearing metal armor. Cloud. Vortex of howling winds, pulling a creature towards its centre. Lightning. Wall of thunder. And thunderclap. What else we got? What does this do? I mean, it only has 3, so it's got to be good, right? And doubling the duration of conditions, summons, and surfaces inflicted by them. All this effect is that your movement speed will reduce to half, and you. So for 10 turns, transcend your physical form, increasing the range of your psionic talents and disciplines by 50%, and doubling the duration of conditions, summons, and surfaces inflicted by them. Brand a creature with Psychic Sigil, raising one of their stats to 19 unless it is already higher. Only one type of brand can be active at a time. That's not bad. Grant a creature a ghostly set of arms to aid them. They gain a +1 to weapon attack rolls, and the carrying capacity is doubled, and they have advantage on strength. It can choose to make a weapon attack as a bonus action. That's not good. Slice and dice. Perform 2 weapon attacks in quick succession. Can all be used wielding a weapon in each hand. Wait a minute, is this the... Yep, effective 2 weapon fighting. Teleport up to 20 feet. When you are hit by an attack, you can increase your armor cost by 4. Teleport 20 feet until the end of your turn. Your movement increases by 20. Swap positions with an ally. Attempt to swap positions with an enemy. Reach out and put to the planes beyond and shift locations surrounding allies until the end of your next turn. You may cast Phantom Journey at will. Phantom Journey at will. This effect will end only if you move once targeted. Allies cannot be affected by this again. What's Phantom Journey? Teleport an ally to unoccupied space. Okay. Create 2 linked teleportation portals, 60 feet. What is it with teleporting only 60 feet? It's ridiculous. Like, you're not going to get anywhere with that. Let's see. What on earth? What do you give me? Animate weapon? Mob creatures weapon, forcing them to drop it. Mob creatures armor, their armor class becomes 10 plus the dex modifier. Whereas wall of non-magical wood. Something your body, gearing resistance. Summon an earth elemental. What does water do? Drain moisture from the creature. What's the 60 feet? Pull creatures in an area with entire force, you can spend additional side points. That's not bad. Water whip. Unless a jet. Create a sphere of water surrounding the creature, trapping it while trapped. The movement speed is halved and it suffers disadvantage on attack rolls, and its sight range is reduced to 10 feet. However, attack rolls against it also suffer disadvantage. The creature can repeat the same until the end of each of its turns. Summon a water elemental. Enemies will turn visible and will not be able to go invisible. Create a massive solar explosion, blinding a creature caught in the blast. Creatures that are sensitive to sunlight take an additional. Okay. So it's basically like another version of Fireball. Materialized path. Stardust creatures traversing along the path will move right in their movement speed but cannot act. Violent storms, everyone in range makes the area difficult terrain while revealing an invisible creature inside. Ooh, I like the sound of sound. What do you do? Resistance to thunder damage, deafening rings, creature targeting the main. And one creature within 10 feet can take an additional 1d6, take 1d6 thunder damage. Nice. So this makes me sort of into more of an AoE. Okay, that's not bad. You know what, I might take sound. It looks good. As of right now, sound seems like the best idea for me. It gives me a lot of AoE and it's kind of what I need, so I'm going to go with that. Yeah, we're doing that. Sorry, I just had to adjust my chair. Fighter! Lazel! You get devastating critical. What do? When you land a critical hit with a weapon, you deal additional damage equal to your fire level. Jesus Christ, that has 15 more damage at your level. Nice! That suits you quite well. And up next, who we got? I feel like it's going to be a Astarion. No, it is you. I don't know who you are, but I feel like I should. Either way, we've got an 8th level spell slot. 5, 6. Also has 6 level spells. Right? I don't know. Who's next? Harrison, the Druid Variant. We're going to stick you more as a Druid and we're going to give you a feat of... Actually, there's not much we can give you. So I might give you Fear Touched. Because I'm not being funny that... Oh, we've already given you Fear Touched. Damn it! Okay, in that case, we're going to give you a Shadow Touched, maybe. No, we can't because that would be pointless on there. Okay, we're just going to give you... Blooming Tough. Give you more hit points, why not? And your things have been... Oh, flipping it. Why does it always do it with this guy? No, never with anyone else. It's always Blood and Halcyon that gets all of his spells reset. It's ridiculous. Just grab somewhat from each one, I guess. Heal. Conjure Elemental. Actually, no, we'll take both of those. Take both of them. Revivify. Daylight, maybe. Let's reduce. Dust Devil. I don't know what I'm picking here. Just grabbing stuff and Mascute Wounds. Let's grab that as well. You're not going to be doing much. You're going to be a bear most of the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Up next we have Will the Sorcerer. Will he be any good? Let's find out. Sticking more in Sorcerer. Give him Chain Lightning won't be bad for him. True Seeing. Psychic Crush, maybe. Then we're gonna grab Psychic Crush because it sounds cool. That seems like something to be able to do. Who's up? Who's up next? The Wizard, yeah. We want you to grab. What's this? Someone great a demon. Shield ain't any good for you. First step, fast step, is that teleport and unoccupied space you can see for 10 seconds? You can use fast step again without spending. Oof, it's a shame you can't take anyone with you. Terms of transformation, elemental investiture, fissure, shield, eye bite. If you're undead, I can get flesh to stone. See, the thing is, most people will actually save that. Freezing Sphere, maybe? Or is there a irresistible dance? Cloud Kill would be nice. No, we're gonna take Banishment and... I don't know, maybe Slow. Those are always good. How have you got Psychic Crush? We don't use Witch Bolt anymore. So we're gonna replace that with maybe Slow. Yeah. Replace it with Slow. Because that's gonna be useful. Okay. Cleric, High Elf. You know what? We're fine with that. You just got us a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I'm happy. Barbarian! Persistent Rage. If you fall unconscious or you choose to end it. So basically we never stop raging. You can just activate rage and then never do it again. Fighter we're good for a couple of levels, but we don't really need anything from it. Arcane Arrow might be nice. Or one of the other specializations. But I don't think it's necessary. Tell you what, let's see what we get. Oh, that's the Brute Cavalier. Sharpshooter might be helpful. There's a proof an additional benefit, but I don't think we're using this. I don't think we're using thingy, are we?